Just came back from jogging. It is what time is it? I don't really have the time on me right now, but it's around 9 o'clock, right? I was just, you know, walking. It's been a while since I've been working out. If you notice, like I don't know if you ever noticed, you know, been eating real good, and I gotta, you know what I mean, just getting back on the flow, working out, and you know what I mean. Later about that. But in spite of that, you know what I mean, I'm putting on a little weight. Not as much because I eat a lot of vegetables and fruits, but sometimes like when I'm out, I'll pick up something from, you know what I mean, little fast food, right? You know what I mean, or a little mom and pop shop, and those foods is not as healthy as if you were cooking your own food. But where I'm going with this is that put on a little weight. You know what I mean? I haven't seen some of the pictures from a few months ago until now, and I'm seeing like, damn, I put a little bit of weight. But in spite of that, I realized that like people still gravitate towards me, right? Because a lot of times, like when you see yourself gaining weight, you see yourself, not looking the way you used to look how you were before, you'll sit there and just be like, dang, the confidence would kind of change up. How do I know? That used to be me probably, like I said before the shutdown, if you understand what I'm talking about. I gained weight, my confidence wasn't as high as I was now. You know what I mean? Still find people now, still finding people gravitating towards me. If not, it's on steroids. Like people just want to be around me. You know what I mean? And I began to think, right? I'm just thinking, I'm getting this jogging on, you know what I mean, after I'm getting close. And I realized, I'm like, yo, why? How is this? You know what I mean? People gravitate towards me. People want to be around me. People love talking to me, asking me for advice. People want to link up with me. And I begin to think about myself. And what I mean is this, I'm like, yo, I always put myself first mentally. Like, you know what I mean? Mentally, I always put myself first. Like, think about, okay, if this person ain't acting right around me, or this people acting funny, cut them off. Slice and dice. Cut them off, right? And I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? Certain foods, if I don't want to eat something, I'm not going to eat it. But first, I gotta make sure that I'm straight. I'm taking care of myself. You know what I mean? Okay, you know what? I haven't drunk water today. I have to drink me some water, right? I'm going somewhere with this, right? You know what I mean? Sometimes like if it's something that I really really want, if it's a shirt that I have to come and pick up here and there, I'll get the shirt. And I realized I was thinking about, like, yo, my happiness means more to me than what anybody else thinks. I don't dress like everybody else. I don't act like anyone else. I'm comfortable being in my own shoes. Okay. As I got closer to the house and I got my, like, my last step in, and I just thought about it. I'm like, yo, nobody's going to love you the way you love yourself. I said it. Let me introduce myself. This is your best friend, your new best friend, Gene. I just said it. Nobody's gonna love you the way you're gonna love yourself. Stay tuned because you will get laced. I'm getting something. You know what I mean? I'm getting somewhere. I realize in life, people always want to follow other people. People want to keep up with the latest trends. Why? Because they're trying to impress people. Me, for example, I just thought about it. I'm like, yo, I've never been the kind of person to worry about what other people think, but it was a time that it did happen where I did think about what other people think. I was much in my teens, in my early 20s. Of course, as I got up in age a little bit, I mean, I'm not old, but you know what I mean. I'm getting up there. I just don't worry about what other people think about me because I'm comfortable being in my own shoes. Now, this message I'm telling you is this, right? A lot of people ask me, right? Yo, you know what I mean? You got so much confidence. I like the way you are. They love the way I am as a person. They love talking to me. They love getting my feedback on certain things. Of course, some people, you got your haters. They'll come and hit you up and they want to be around you and they'll switch up on you. And then when you tell them your feedback, right, because you thought that, they really care, or to come to find out they're just trying to compete with you, you know what I mean? With me. But where I'm going with this is this. Scratch that, we ain't talking about haters though, but we're gonna talk about nobody's gonna love you the way you love yourself. I find myself, right? I mean, I can only use myself as an example. I could be at a restaurant or in a lounge or a group setting where I'm working with some people and we chopping it up, and of course, I like to talk to people. I like to mingle and just network. And people, I find myself, people. I could be somewhere by myself. I don't like being around the crowd, but of course, when you're around people, you have no choice being around people. But I find myself like I could be. A lot of people could be, for example, at the bar, but I find myself I'll sit in an area where there's a television, right? Let's say a bar, and I'm by myself and I'm looking at what's going on in the news, or I don't watch sports, but I'll sit there and just watch, you know, and I may have me a sandwich, a cup of coffee, and I'm just looking at my phone and I'm just enjoying my my own box, you know what I mean? My own area. I just enjoy here go. Few people want to come and sit around. Here go some people. Hey, is this seat open? Yeah, sure. I'm open. Oh yeah, go sit down. Hey, no problem. And then I'm looking at it, and then they'll start a conversation, and some people just ask me, "What do you do?" Of course, it's kind of funny. Like, why would you ask me what I do? But cool, I tell them like certain things that I do. I'm like, okay, that's impressive. And then I find myself engaging into a conversation, and people ask me for their input, and we exchange numbers. And let's say if it's a female, and they'll tell me like, that's what I like about you. You're so confident. I just it let's use women as an example. I get around women, they want to be around me, some type of attachment. Just an example, but but where I'm going with this is that people will love your energy when you love yourself. Learning how to put people in their place. Somebody could come and try to say something disrespectful to you, and you can be telling them like, hey, you just cut them off like, look, yo, we cool and all, but this is not gonna happen right here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We cool and all, but I don't feel comfortable coming at me, and you put them in their place. Setting boundaries. That's a part of knowing who you are and loving yourself. You know what I mean? But like a lot of people are not gonna want to be around you at the same time. They could be attracted to you and like who you are, but jealousy will come in and hate on you. But I don't mean to be around, to be all over the place. But where I'm going with is this. When you love yourself and you put yourself up, you put yourself on a high pedestal where nobody, you just worried about yourself, you worry about where you want to go and who you want to be. Most people are attracted to that. And we always say this in these videos, in my previous videos. Most people, they don't have self-identity. They don't love themselves. They're always looking for approval from people. And you loving yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong, like getting your hair done. Fellas, I always say this too. Get your hair cut. Wash your body. Take showers. That's a part of self-love. Go get a manicure and pedicure. I do it all the time. I haven't done it in a few months though, but like when women look at my nails, you see? Look at it, my hands. They say I got pretty hands. I got pretty hands. You know what I mean? Take care of yourself. Nobody's gonna love you the way you love yourself. And I just had to make this short video because I could go on and on and on. People will love being around you. Another example before I go. Fellas, ladies too. That attractive, let's say fellas, right? That attractive dude, female, apologize. That female, that just you being confident and taking care of yourself and loving yourself and staying 10 toes down and knowing like, yo, you know what I mean? You're educated, you're about something. That educated woman, that beautiful woman, that's sexy, fine woman, just for you being you, and of course you gotta take care of yourself, you know, love yourself. She gonna want to be around you. She gonna like you, in spite of, you know, you hearing a lot of things was going on with, you know what I mean, online, you know, this and that. But just you having your own self identity, loving yourself, knowing who you are as a person, women will love or gravitate towards being around you, wanting to be around you, wanting to date you. You know what I mean? Of course, you know, you gotta know how signs of how women showing that they like you, but or interested in you. That's another story to talk about. But you could track her. Ladies, same to you. It don't even matter if you know. Well, of course you gotta take care of yourself, self love. You know what I mean? Love. Nobody's gonna love you the way you love you, but you're gonna attract the people that you're gonna attract the person that you want. But it's not gonna happen until you love yourself. You know what I mean? You attract who you are. You know, but I make the story short. I mean, stay short. This video short, but I just had to say this because I just had this on my dome, this in my mind, you know, and just saying like, yo, nobody's gonna love you the way you love you. All right, but just say this, you know, this is your best friend, your new best friend, Gene. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.